Hey folks, afternoon, happy Saturday. That is Samantha Fish. Name of the song is Lay It Down. I told you she's freaking smoking hot on the guitar. From what I've seen of her, she doesn't look too bad in person either. But excellent blues act, and I really, really want to see her when she rolls into town. If she rolls into town, hopefully she rolls into town. Hold on just a second here, because I fucked up again. Big surprise, huh? Hold on. Alrighty, there we go. I think we're ready now. We're as ready as we're going to get. Thanks for hanging out for a minute. So, I'm going to be in my bonnet today, or as it's known in the world where I hang out, a bug up my ass. And I thought we would do pumpkins. I don't particularly like pumpkins. Don't get it, but it's the time of the year for them. And, so no, what the fuck, we'll go. You know, sometimes the muse strikes me. So I went to the big outlet store, which is Total Mo or Bev Wine, whatever you want to call it. And the shelf was virtually bare. The selection was like a 4. Didn't there used to be like 100 different kinds of friggin' pumpkins? I found 4. And I didn't even find the one I wanted. I saw on the list that Boulevard had one out, and we know how much I like Boulevard. But I did manage to find some other ones that I found interesting. I know there's a lot of Elysian fans out there, so I grabbed Elysian Night Owl. I'm hit and miss on the company, but I will give them a shot. I also grabbed some Dogfish Pumpkin Ale. Dogfish, pretty good company. Out of Utah, one of my favorites. I really wish that they would actually make the one beer I love the most by them, which was their coriander and sea salt goes. Dogfish took it over with Sea Squench. These guys were better. Uinta, or Uinta, as it's supposed to be pronounced. Uinta. Okay. I don't think anybody in this company writes cursive, by the way. But regardless of how stupid the name is, they make really good beer. So, they're up out of Utah. And last but not least, and this one was rated really high on most of the lists that I was looking at, this is pumpkin pie in a glass, which sounds absolutely disgusting, as I don't like pumpkin pie in a pie. But it's pumpkin pie in a glass. Southern Tears Pump King. And this thing was rated 1 and 2 on every list I looked at. Okay. There were other beers that I wanted that I could not find. Again, I do not know. I do have a pretty cool logo, though. I do not know why I cannot find these beers. Maybe it is a good thing. Maybe they're finally getting rid of the whitest McWhite girl of beers, because who the hell drinks pumpkin beer? But, it's there. Do we brew with magic? Taste and see. Pump King's complex, luscious, pie-like notes make this an otherworldly ale. Everything it just says there says, I'm not fucking drinking this shit. One sip and you'll know why. Pump King has worn the crown since 2007. Long live the king. Alright. We'll save that one for last. Let's start with the Elysian. Okay? So, let's pull up the notes on the Elysian. This is Night Owl. Our original pumpkin ale style is pumpkin ale. Body is medium. ABV is 6.7. IBU is 18. Availability is fall seasonal. Go figure. A very drinkable pumpkin ale brewed with pumpkin puree, juice, and spiced in conditioning with ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and allspice. Both roasted and raw pumpkin seeds are in the mash, with pumpkin added to the mash and fermenter. Well, they're nice enough to give us the malts, which are Pale, Munich, Carahel, C20, C45, and Special B, which must be Special K's little cousin. And the hops, it's lightly bittered with Magnum. least they give us the shit. Let's give it the nose. I'm expecting this to be absolutely disgusting, by the way, since I don't like pumpkin beer. It's for you fuckers, you know. Sweet, pumpkin-y, spicy. You can smell the spices. You know what? I'm going to leave all the gimmicky bullshit out, and I'm not going to say blah blah blah, give it blah 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 blah, because who the fuck am I, right? But let's give it a tongue. Fucking mosquitoes. It'd be nice if mosquitoes like pumpkin beer. Put it out there for them so they left me the fuck alone. Sweet and spicy, and I can definitely taste that allspice in there. I know what allspice tastes like because I cook. Curse being Italian. We like real food, not the shit that comes in a paper bag served by a $15 an hour underwater basket weaving lesbian dance theory studies graduate from a 4-year university. You know, we cook at home. Anyway, spicy, pretty light. It's kind of surprising. I would think these things would have more body. Really light up front. Medium burn. Finishes light on the back end. It's the sweetness, I think, that I don't really care for much. This isn't overly sweet. Out of 5 to 10, I'd say this is probably a 6 sweetness. It hangs on in the back end, though. There's that it's the spices and the sweetness hang on in the back end. I'm not even going to number these, because either you like them or you don't. And you know I don't, so my opinion is on these anyway. But that was Elysian Night Owl Pumpkin Ale. So, salute you, Night Owl Pumpkin Ale drinkers. It's okay. It's not my beer. Now I know somebody out there is going to have heart failure because I'm not taking lemon water and rinsing my palate to clean the notes off to make sure that I'm not muddying the effervescent taste notes, mold currents. No. Instead, I have, what do I got here? I got a Pilsner Urquell Pilsner, which will do the job just as well. They sell these things in metal tins, 4 beers in a metal tin, like $15. I buy them for the tins, for the kids, because they look like lunchboxes. If you're old, you remember when lunchboxes were made out of metal. They had cartoon characters and shit on them, whoever you wanted you could get. Scooby-Doo, Snoopy, Johnny Quest, whatever. I buy them for the kids because they're little, and that means they can throw all their Matchbox cars and action figures and shit in there, carry their lunchboxes full of toys around with them, like we did. This tradition counts. Anyway, let's rinse the palate. All right, Elysian, you are done. And it was very nice of you to stop by, but I will not be drinking you again anytime soon. Nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, ginger, and allspice. It's the allspice. I didn't get much of the ginger, and I really didn't get much of the nutmeg, which is good, because nutmeg's super fucking dangerous. A little bit goes, it's like oregano. A little bit goes all over the fucking place. Or hooker sparkles from the strip joint, which you swear you didn't go near one. I swear, honey, it wasn't me. Fucking things were everywhere. Shitting them out 2 days later. Never even touched a broad. Anyway, let's go to Dogfish Head. Yeah, cool label. It's nice when they put a little work into the artwork. Off-centered art series featuring Michael Hacker. Well, Michael Hacker, I like your work, sir. I think it's kind of cool. It's a little punk rock, pumpkin punk rock band. Gotcha. Okay. Let's take a look and see what Dogfish has to say for us. 7 ABV, 28 IBU. Original release date was 95. Style is pumpkin. Glassware is pint. Cheese pairing is sharp cheddar. Food pairing, turkey, roasted duck, lamb, stuffing. Dessert dumplings. No. I wouldn't put this near food. Although it's a fucking dessert beer. Maybe after food. Medium amber to copper. Yes. Cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg. Well, it's fucking pumpkin. They're all going to be spinning cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg. Mouthfeel, full body, lingering spices, cinnamon tingle. I'm looking forward to the cinnamon tingle. That's everything they gave me. Full body brown ale with hints of pumpkin and brown sugar. They didn't say brown sugar before, fuckers. We brew our pumpkin ale with pumpkin meat, brown sugar, and spices. As the season cools, this is the perfect beer to warm up with. Pumpkin ale is named after the seriously off-centered Southern Delaware extravaganza Pumpkin Chunkin'. That's where they shoot those fucking things out of air cannons. Crazy fucking fuckers. Go away, B. In fact, Pumpkin Ale made its debut as it claimed first prize in '94 Pumpkin Chunkin' Recipe Contest. Yes, that was a full 6 months before we opened our door for business. Since its debut, we've brewed Pumpkin Ale each and every fall. It's released right around September 1 each year, and when you find it, grab some extra, because it's usually gone by Thanksgiving. Good. Dogfish Brewery, though, so give it a nose. This one smells better. This one does not smell overly pumpkin-y. Does smell spicy. I noticed that the Christmas spice beers are starting to come out, so we'll do a series on those too. Interesting. And completely different from the last one. Very dry. Medium fast burn through the middle. I don't know what they're talking. Well, and you know what? I do know what they're talking about. That little tiny hint of cinnamon at the very ass end of this. You get a different flavor. It's not pumpkin-y. It's not overly pumpkin-y. They balance out the spices really nice in here with the pumpkin. If you didn't tell me it was a pumpkin ale, I wouldn't know. Just pretty good. Nice hit up front, medium fast burn. Nice clean dry finish on the back end, and then just at the very tail end, get a little hint of cinnamon. I like cinnamon, so I like this. Again, I'm not going to number these. This is drinkable. So if it's drinkable, you know where I'm going to put it. I would say so far, winner. Again, if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't know. Oh, well-made beer. All right. That one I might finish. First one's going to the dog. Maybe Knucklehead wants it. Knucklehead wants to play ball, by the way, in case you can't tell. Wrong pipe. Excuse me. All right. Oh, sorry. That was completely the wrong pipe. And it wound up in my sinuses. And it's still floating around in the back of my throat. Ugh. That's no fun. Alrighty, so that was Dogfish Head. Again, Dogfish is a solid brewery. I expect them to turn out solid beers. It's actually really good. Okay, let us see what Uinta and their pumpkin ale has to say for us. Pumpkin ale from Uinta got first place in the beer awards. No, it says #1 beer awards 2010 silver medal. I'm pretty sure silver medal is, excuse me, second place, first loser. Again, and I don't think these guys know how to write in cursive, so. They were nice enough, though, to give us 4.0 for the ABV, 24 for the IBU, only beer to give us an SRM, which is 15, and the only other beer, besides the last one, to give us a glassware recommendation, which is an Onic. Sessionable pumpkin ale is brewed with real pumpkin and a spice medley of nutmeg, cinnamon, and allspice. Yeah, I know, you guessed it before I said it. That's everything it is going to give us. Now, I like these guys. I lied. The ingredients, we're going to use Victory, Munich, and C60 for the malts, and Columbus for the hops. Yeah, that's it. Nada. Oh, well, at least they gave us something. And they gave us a glassware recommendation, which is fucking nice, because nobody does that. So, points for them. Nice coppery color. And looks like it laces decent. I haven't laced any of the other beers, right? Dogfish looks like it laces okay. And the Elysian looks like it doesn't lace worth a dick. So, alright. Put some nose to the Uinta. Here we're going for pumpkin pie on this one. It doesn't smell absolutely awful. Then again, I've just rinsed my sinuses out in Czech Pilsner, so. Yeah, give it a tug. It's got to be the spice notes, and I think they balanced a little harder towards the nutmeg in this one. It sure as hell isn't cinnamon or ginger, so, tongue time. Okay. They've gone the opposite direction. Whereas a lot of these beers are brewing for the pumpkin pie experience where you're tasting the pumpkin filling. This one tastes like the crust. Odd as that sounds, that's what it tastes like. They went more for the bready side. Bready. Crusty, doughy. Maybe doughy's not the right word, because usually doughy's that pasty when it's underexposed, but bready. No. Really heavy initial hit up front. Medium burn through the middle. Finishes just like the hit up front. It's not a clean beer at all. No. That's number 4. Unless this beer absolutely tastes like, I don't know, the ass end of a sun-rotted rhino or something. No bueno. Blech. Alright. I'm going to try this again and see if I don't choke myself out. Incidentally, for anybody says, well, you didn't do that for the first beer. Yes, I did. I was drinking this. I was right in the board. Every beer been rinsed up against the same control. It's getting warm. Alright. Southern Tier Pumpkin. We read this shit off the label before. They did do a nice job on the artwork. They're at a Lakewood, New York, and their tagline is, "Why the hell not? Because I don't worship Satan." How about that? What the fuck happened to that? That's my hometown. I came out of New York. I came out of Brooklyn. I completely fucked that place up. Ugh. And again, this is what happens when you remove top-tier predators and you allow rabbits to reproduce with abandon. You get a bunch of dumb fucking slow bunnies. And that is a slow bunny fucking town, boy. Nice light copper color. Sweet on the head. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Phone. And then, because I'm in the middle of this, people want to talk to me. I don't know how they don't know I'm in the middle of something. Also, still draining beer out of my sinuses for choking it up into my nose, so I said, you know what, screw it. Let's put Sammy Fish back on in the background while we do this. So, let's do the nose all over again, because I forgot where the fuck we were. Oh, cellaring, 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, always dark and upright. Well, they didn't give us a glass recommendation, but they at least told us how to store this, which I'm not going to do. Availability is August through October. Color is deep copper. 8.6 is the ABV. Fermentation, oh fuck, these guys loaded us up. Ale yeast, 2 varieties of hops, 2 varieties of malts, pumpkin and spices. Aroma is going to be pumpkin, pie spices, buttery crust, vanilla, and roasted pecans. Nice. Flavor, multi-sweetness, vanilla, cloves, allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg, and pie crust. It might be the clove that I'm picking up. Good IBV. I've been talking to the baby all day, so I'm getting fluent in gibberish again. The IBUs are going to be 30, the body's going to be medium light, and the serving temp is 42. She's above that by now. I had to pop them and pour them and take the pictures before we started all this, so. Welcome to my world. I have drank more warm beer in the last year. I do get the vanilla, I will give them that. Vanilla sounds about right. I'm not picking up the cloves though. It's really, really sweet nose, but it's not a horribly bad sweet nose. It's an interesting nose, and if your old lady smelled like this, you'd probably be really, really nice to her. If my old lady smelled like this, I would be really, really nice to her too, except I don't have one. That's why I can do beer videos. Hang on, folks. Holy crap. Super heavy and complex. Perfumey. Cloyingly sweet. And if you don't know what cloyingly means, cloying. Heavy. Think like an octopus with all 8 arms wrapped around you. That's what cloying is like. Ugh. Ooh, True Lies from Kenny Wayne. Kenny Wayne's always a good show. No, this is brutal. Is this worse than that beer? Yeah. This one is actually worse. This one is not nearly as complex it's just not good. It's that bready, doughy crust thing. And again, it's not doughy, but only way I can describe it is crust. Like when I do Belgians and I describe Belgian yeast as fruitcakey because that's what it seems like. This is brutal. This is like chugging a bottle of fucking perfume. So unless you're, Rose Kennedy that they wouldn't let have perfume or aftershave in a room because she was such a hardcore alcoholic like her son Teddy, she'd like this shit because it tastes like fucking Avon's colon. Vicious hit up front. Medium slow burn. Dirty on the finish. Ooh. This is 4, that's 3. So, you know what? I have them numbered incorrectly. Uinta is 4, Southern Tier is 3, Elysian is 2, and the Dogfish was actually drinkable. Oh, fuck. Oh, such is life, my friends. I'm about to pour out a whole bunch of fucking expensive beer. And, well, it's because I have standards. And 1 out of the 4, 25% of them actually turned out to be decent enough to be drinkable. The rest of these are just those white girl, pumpkin spice latte, horrible things. Horrible. Horrible, if you speako d'Espanol. Blah. Alright, so, thanks for swinging by and checking in. If they're doing just 4, I'm really glad I couldn't fill up a 6-pack. I don't think any of the others would be much better. I think these guys are in a contest to make the most undrinkable beers. Unless, of course, you like this. If you like pumpkin beers, oh, you have to try this. It's rich, complex, the nose, and the notes. And, garbage. It's like drinking fucking cheap aftershave is what this shit is like. Aqua Velva's got to taste better than this. So, that's 3rd. That takes a ribbon for just really not well done. This comes in at number 2 as the most average of pumpkin beers. This was actually surprisingly drinkable. So, I'm glad you guys came by and put some eyeballs on here. I'm actually kind of glad I did this because I'm not going to do it again. I don't like pumpkin beer. And even as a non-aficionado of pumpkin beer, some of this stuff is absolute shit. Who fucks a 30 goddamn minute video? Well, you know what? If you think about it, though, that averages out to less than what I usually do on a single beer. Alright, folks. Thanks for coming by, putting some eyeballs on. Do the like, share, remind thing, please. I want to grow the channel out a little more. New setup that I'm working with. It's bigger and I don't like it, so I don't know. We'll continue to fiddle fart around, see what the fuck we're gonna do. But do appreciate you swinging by and putting some eyeballs on here. Have a nice rest of the weekend. I will catch you on the next review. And until then, holy fuck, which one was the drinkable beer? This one. This was aftershave. Fucking awesome. Although, don't get me wrong, if the old lady smelled like this, I'd be face buried in her neck and making her toes curl up because a little toe curling is some of the best sport on the planet. But this beer is much more drinkable. Skål, my friends. I will catch you on the next one. Adios.